Hi, everybody. My name is Mark. I am known as Prepper Guy, but I like to do a lot of DIY projects. And so for quite a while, I've been kicking around the idea of building a CNC machine. And it appears that they have quite a few really cool ones. I don't know. Uh, I don't know where this one went. Um, it appears they got quite a few lower priced ones. And so I've decided to go with this one here, the Lowrider 2 by V1 Engineering. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put together a series of building it and learning how the electronics work and all that, because that's the scary part of um, building a CNC machine. Word of caution, if you're listening to my videos and you don't know me from Prepper Guy, I swear a lot. All my videos are rated R, and if that offends you, I totally get it. Just don't listen. I'll try to keep it on the down low, but every once in a while I just drop f bombs like carpet bombing a village or something. So anyway, I don't want to be preaching to the choir, with a lot of people that know all about CNC machines and stuff like that. But if you're looking at getting into it like I've been for the last year, you've probably done quite a bit of research, and it appears that this company here, V1 Engineering, has some really good products, and I just I love the heck out of them. And so, oh, there it is right there. So this is what I've ordered, and I've ordered the parts for the Lowrider 2 CNC machine. Now this is how to build it and stuff. So I ordered these parts here, the 3D printed parts and stuff like that, the stepper motors. I haven't gotten them all in yet, but when I do, then I'll uh, I'll be putting together the machine. And so this will just be right today is just an introduction to what I'm going to be doing. And so I've ordered this set of parts here, the Lowrider 2 CNC bundle, and I got the Rambo 4 thing, and then I also ordered all these um, th- uh, printed parts, which I've already gotten. So once the rest of them come in, in this package here, with all the stepper motors and the bearings and the nuts and the bolts and the thread screws and lead screws, then I don't have much else to buy. I will get this stainless steel tubing for the rails that it rides on and stuff. Now, I went with these guys because of one of the really unique things that I like about it is that let me open this up. You can you can kind of grow the thing. It can grow with you. You know, I make sure I'm still on the same recording page. So this is the size of it, and make sure the volume's off. It can run this direction away from you as long as you want. Really, this looks like it's maybe 5, 8 feet long. I don't know. And then this width is variable. I don't think I'd go much wider than 4 foot, maybe to where I could get a 4 foot sheet of plywood on there, and probably no more than 4 foot, that direction. And then you can also, the height is kind of adjustable also. So it gives you room to grow. A lot of the CNC machines you buy are just, they're pre-designed, they're pre-built, like the Shapeco and and um, what is it? The other one, ones you can get download from Thingiverse, and there's just so many of them. But you buy the extruded aluminum and you put it all together, and it's 2 foot by 2 foot, or it's 3 foot by 3 foot, or it's 4 foot by 4 foot, and 2 foot by 3 foot. And I didn't want that. I wanted something that I had unlimited length. If I wanted to make it 25 feet long for a drag knife and a sign, I could do that. I wanted it uh, at least a cutting area of 4 feet. I might go a little narrower because I don't think I need that much. So I wanted to have that open to me, and I wanted the height. of how high the gantry can go, um, adjustable also because there's a lot of things I'd like to do, and one of them would be to you know to add enough aftermarket shit to it to where it could be a 3D printer, and it could go up as high as you wanted. You could have a 1 foot by 1 foot build surface, or you could 2 foot by 5 foot. You could kind of do whatever you wanted. You'd have to buy the right equipment, but you're not locked into just like, oh, this is my wood carving CNC. Over here I have my plasma cutting CNC, and over here I have my 3D printer, and over here I have my laser printer. It's just like I wanted to do it all at once, and this is to me is a hobby, and I like building shit. So this will be the build and what I'm going to be using. So this is why I used V1 Engineering's Lowrider 2. Everything I've read and seen online, the guy that I guess owns that or has designed this is called Ryan. Everyone says he's a great guy. I haven't talked to him or anything yet, but I'm sure I will when I start doing this. Maybe not. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I like that you get all the stepper motors, you get the power supply, you get everything, and put it together. So that's what this series will be. And like I said, the thing that scares me the most is, obviously the electronics portion of it, because I don't understand dick about the electronics. You know, Rambo board is, Rambo, isn't that Rambo, like a character in a movie? Stallone, I think. And so I don't understand all the terminology, and it's like kind of confusing. So once I figure it out, I'll be sharing that with a lot of people that are, like me. We're not afraid to build something or put something together, but there's questions, and YouTube, as good as it is, always has limitations on, who put what out. And so I've come to the conclusion in my life that when I'm talking to somebody about what I've been doing for 40 years, it seems really easy to me, and I leave out a lot of important parts of it. But I have to remember these people have never, you know, done what I do, not even once. So to me, what I've forgotten, more than most people know, they don't even know to ask the question. So this series will be bringing my lack of knowledge to the software and the electronics part of this build, and maybe drilling down a little deeper to where when you're done watching it, you go, you can ask me a question and comment and go, why did you use the Rambo board? Why did you do this? Because as I get it working, I'll learn more shit, and then I can tell people, don't use this board, use this board. What you need is this. You need a power board, a this, a that. They all hook together, and then you get the software in there, and the fucking thing works. So that's what I want to do, because right now there, a couple of the really good video series I've watched, it's like, well, I used this kind of board because I had it laying around. So anyway, I hooked this to this and I did that, and it's like, well, okay, what does that mean? Walk me through it because I'm a dumbass, and tell me, here's what this board does. It works in conjunction with this. If you don't have 5 drivers, then you can't have all this stuff on your machine. You can't have your whatever they call them, bumper stocks and stuff, to where it'll stop. Bump stocks, that's a gun thing. Um, so you know, I need to know all this stuff, and they leave it out. So I'm going to try to not um, glaze over everything, and like I say, I'll be open for comments and stuff like that. So my website is my YouTube channel is Prepper Guy, because that's what I do most of the time, is talk about politics and prepping. But I do a lot of DIY things, which part of being a prepper and being prepared is knowing how to do shit. Because if there's a collapse, whether it's a social or a electrical power outage for a week or two, you need to know how to get by. And so that's why I like building things. And this is going to be one of my DIY projects that I'll make a series on for you. And I hope everyone likes it. Like I say, leave a comment. So go to Prepper Guy on YouTube, or it might even be under Mark Boyle, Boyle, under YouTube. I set it up so long ago. I don't even know how you fucking find it. So anyway, I'll have it on there, and I'll make sure everyone gets it that wants it, and subscribe, and then, then that way you can find it. Another note will be this won't be like an every week fucking thing. It'll be when I have time because I'm adding on to my house. And many of you might know that, and so I got to go to court because I'm fighting the government over that, and then I got to finish my house, and I'm building that and stuff, and I got limited time. Me and my wife own two businesses, so we're running ragged doing that all the time. So what I'm going to try to do is you know, get this intro out and let you know that it'll be out there. And if you subscribe, then when I do put a video out there, you'll go, oh, it's that. I put out a lot of videos, but they're, you know, prepping videos and politics and stuff like that. But, you'll be able to look through it and go, oh, the lowrider build. I'll watch that. So, like I said, I just ordered the parts actually this morning and pulled the trigger on this deal. So um, it'll be a while before I get the parts in, and it'll be a while before I get a chance to start putting it together. But I think once I get to a point where I have the parts, I can do a video showing you the parts and how it, you know, it's gonna, what I got, and that I'll make sure I can devote some time to it, to where you get a nice, video with information in it. So there you have it. If you like the series, let me know. If you've already built a CNC machine, then don't fucking watch. Uh, watch some of my other videos. Anyway, not to preach to the choir, like I said. I mean, if you know all about CNCs, then this is not for you. But if you want to build one, um, I picked the Lowrider 2 because of its ability to expand with my crazy ideas, and I can do whatever I want with it. At least I feel I do. There's other ones out there that are really awesome, but they're kind of locked in, and you're kind of landlocked on what you can do and the options you have. So that's after a year of research. I boiled it down to V1 Engineering Lowrider 2, and the work Ryan's done on it. And I ordered this parts kit. I was going to just order all the pieces myself. I ordered all the 3D printed stuff a while back, and I've got those in. And then I was just going to buy the nuts and the bolts and the screws and the bearings and the stepper motors. And when I started pricing them out, it was like I can maybe pay $5, $10 more buying it through V1 Engineering, and all the shopping's done for me. And so that's kind of why I went with that. I might have been able to save, $5, $10, might even have been $30. My time's worth more than that, so I went with that. Um, and then I ordered the the parts that were cut out of wood, and now I have a template. So I'll trace that template before I build it because I want to build them out of maybe some kind of aluminum or something later on. But I thought, well, I'll just pay the $60 for the wood ones, and I would pay $60 for a really good template anyway. So that was my thinking on that. As far as those parts, the 3D printed parts, I had to buy them from him because I don't have a 3D printer. So fuck that. That wasn't much. I think that whole order was 100 and some bucks. This order here was the 200 and some dollar, $256 right up here, um, things. And then I added the Rambo board, which added another $112 or something to it. So that was the most expensive part. The pipes for the rails are, it's gonna be 10, 15 bucks, 20 bucks. I don't, even if it's 50 bucks, it's cheap. So I'll have maybe $500 into this whole thing, and like I say, it can grow with me, and I'll be learning stuff. So that's why I bought this kit. And here's kind of another picture of it. So it rides on the wheels, and it rolls um, on skate wheels, and like I say, it can be any length, width, height. They have this set at about 5 inches up and down, but you could leave this rod here, down here a little longer, and it could go up even higher if you wanted to turn it into a 3D printer. I could be wrong. Like I'm not a fucking expert on this machine, but I'm looking at it from a thinker and a maker's point of view, and I think this is expandable in every direction. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. You guys, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. If you got questions before this thing starts getting built, let me know in the comments on YouTube, and then that way maybe I can put some videos together that help you as well as me. Because if you have a question and I don't know it, I'll have to look it up, and now we both learn something. So you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.